Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Conqueror Gun Carriage. It's the Tier 10 British SPG, and we're located on the southwest spawn of Karelia, and it's being commanded by Mad Max. Yes, Mad Max of Philo, or rather not Philo. Well, he is in Philo, but he's also in HAVOC. HAVOC 2. And he's in the same clan as me, and he's a streamer. So we regularly get to play. Now, he's got a 9.2 inch howitzer there. That's 233 millimeters of pain to the enemy, because it comes down as a virtually parabolic shell coming down behind any obstacle. It's built on the, supposedly built on the chassis of the Conqueror tank, but it never got actually built. It was a theoretical design that was supposed to actually be made, but never got developed. And people have nicknamed it the Conqueror Orbital Laser Cannon because it tends to fire down from virtually above. People feel like they're being hit by some Death Star up above. Mad Max is going into the South Passage, but is he going to go into this dip? Well, we'll see. No, he's hanging over the edge on that dip. And he's climbing up to the very edge of the map. It's an unusual position to take. No, I don't think he can quite get up that slope. He's trying to turn, but he can't. No, has to come into an angle, I think. Or is he going to fire from there? No, I think he's going to fire from there. Yep, he's going to fire from that position, and his first customers have arrived. It's an M103, a Tier 9 American Heavy, and an IS-3, a Soviet Tier 8 Heavy. It looks like it's the IS-3 that gets to suffer the first shell. Round out. Oh, 488 hit points from a splash. And you can see that landed right near the front quarter of the tank. And he's got a massive stun now. So he's not really going to be fighting for a little while until he dissipates that stun. And the M103's come and parked next to the IS-3 for moral support, but I think that's only going to end up with a massive repair bill when the next shell lands on him. And you can see Mad Max is aiming for the engine deck of that M103. And Mad Max does like playing Arty. He does get enjoyment out of it. He's a member of What Arty Noobs. Round out. Oh, direct hit! 497 hit points, and that was on heavy armor, really heavy armor, but it still did a lot of damage, and that sounds to me like it was a penetration. Now he's currently got a reload of 37.97 seconds, so 38 seconds near as damn it, but he's 2/3 of the way through his reload right now, and he's going to go for the M103 again. Oh, that M103 is not going to be a happy bunny. Oh, I think he's tracked. Oh, 390 hit points from another direct hit. Now, the other tanks have wisely moved a little closer because they've got some protection from the rocks there, but that 257 is actually being shot in the posterior by tanks that are up on the horseshoe. Now we can see which tank it is on the horseshoe. It's a Lorraine 40 ton, and of course that's got a 4-shot magazine. Max fires. Oh, did we see where that shell went? I don't think we did. Now we do. Yes, that's a direct hit. 405 hit points, and the IS-7 gets the punishment this time. And it looks like he's tracked. Pretty certain he is. Now he's got an Object 257 for moral support, but there's a whole host of tanks lined up to shoot at them when they get closer. And the next round comes in, and that's coming in from the Object 261. I think that's what I got confused about previously when I saw an Arty round land. It was actually his teammate in the Object 261 shooting from the southwest corner of the map, up near the cap. Max fires. Another direct hit. Oh no, it was actually a splash! 631 hit points from a splash. And that was the Object 261 finishing him off. So Max is now changing direction because there's nobody left in the South Pass for him to shoot at. So you might as well shoot at the ones up in the northwest corner now. And we've got an E75, a T25 pilot and a Lorraine 40 ton all lining up to become victims. And if they form a line, he can hit more than one at once. And it looks like that 40 ton might be the first target, because he's got he's a glass cannon. A shell would go straight through that Lorraine. Round out. Oh, 392 hit points. He's picked up some stun assist, and I think that Lorraine's gone. Yes, he has. He's been taken out by the Rheinmetall Borsig. Right. E75 and T25 pilot. Who will be the next to go? Well, Max has got a choice. I think the E75 would probably be the better choice, even though he'll probably do more damage than the T25. And the reason for that is the T25 is pulling back. He's being cagey. He's only coming forward when he has to shoot. Like this. He's come forward now. He's got the E75 for cover. The round's in. Oh, that's a twofer! More than 1,000 hit points of damage. He hit both of them because the shell landed on the E75 but splashed the T25 at the same time, and that round just came in from the other Arty, the Object 261. So these tanks are virtually permanently stunned. They're not going to be very happy at this moment. They're probably cursing Arty under their breath, but that's the problem. That's your the trouble you get if you are spotted and if you try to form a line on a known corner. What they should be doing is redeploying somewhere else to avoid Arty shells. Right, E75 round out. Oh, and that brings up the high caliber, and that was 376 hit points. And Max is now selecting to go to that FB4202. That's a tier 8 British premium. He's hiding behind the rock, and he has been damaged. He's about half his, no, a third of his health left. But Max can probably finish him off. Oh, there he is. He's running for it. Yeah, he's actually done the right thing. You have to retreat under these circumstances. There's no way that you're going to survive if you try to hold a position. You'll just be splashed to death by Arty. So the best thing to do is to retreat to a better position. And you see the E75, he's found a new position, but he's going to get killed. And that was a splash, 92 hit points. If Max had been a little closer, that would have finished that E75 off altogether. And I think the Object 261 might do that. Any second now, I think there's going to be another Arty round land near that E75. And if Max doesn't get him, the Object 261 will. Max has got a good shot there because he can shoot into that dip. And that's because the shells are almost parabolic as they come in. Oh, there's the E75. He's moved further down, round out. Should be a splash. Yes, it is! And he kills him for 102 hit points, and that means there's only one enemy tank left, and that's the Batchat 155-58. And he was lost. Well, he hasn't been seen yet, so we don't know where he is, but he's more than likely near the enemy cap. I say more than likely, though, he might have decided to move south. And the reason I say that is because the Batchat 155-58 is a very fast Arty. It can move extremely quickly, even though it's got a 155mm howitzer as its main armament. It's got a speed which is almost near that of the FB304. Now, they haven't located it yet. I wouldn't be surprised to find that Batchat 155-58 was somewhere in the South Passage near Mad Max at this moment. I don't know if he's aware of that. But he's moving up anyway. He's going up the South Passage. I wonder if he's going to meet him on the way. He might just do so, you know. No, there's the enemy. He's been spotted. He is in the northeast corner of the map. He didn't move. He could have, but he didn't. And so, unfortunately, that's the end of the game. And Mad Max didn't get another chance to get another kill. But it's still a win rate of 3873. So, let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was the second class tanker for Mad Max 80 of Havoc 2 in the Conqueror Gun Carriage. He also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13, and he got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. But best of all, he picked up a high caliber in that battle. He did the most damage on the enemy of all the tanks in his team, and that's pretty satisfying because a lot of those tanks, a lot of those shells were directly on top of the 2 enemies at the same time. So let's have a look at team scores. Well, he managed to get 4,999 hit points, just one short of 5,000. And he managed to get one kill, which actually didn't put him top of the table, it put him mid-table. But he did manage to get the second highest base XP of 839. He fired 10 rounds. He got 5 direct hits, 5 penetrations, and 11 splash. And that's obviously because the tanks were very close together. Damage of 4,999 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 6 of the enemy but only killed 1. But he did do damage assistance of 175 hit points and stun assistance of 1,428 of 15 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 71,735 credits, and after ammunition resupply, which is very expensive because these shells at this caliber, at this tier, are very expensive for Arty, means he only had 8,385 credits to take away. So a very expensive round, but he still made a profit. He earned 1,259 XP, but there was no multipliers because this wasn't the first victory of the day. So that's all he took away. But I think that was pretty good. So taking away a Gore's and a high caliber and some lovely shots in there, hitting 2 enemies at once, which can always be appreciated. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.